What can I say? This was a very impressive conference, which I hope that you all enjoyed as much as I did. I personally learned a lot about the progress of Ni3. My overall conclusion is that a project that can survive Corona, financial restrictions, and numerous operational obstacles across 4 countries is a winner. I believe the conference confirmed how viable the Ni3 concept continues to be. I want to thank all the institutions and within them, not least the individuals who have contributed to such a successful conference and project, of course. First, there is the UK Research and Innovation, which has funded the project through the Global Challenges Research Fund, obviously. Then, of course, as well, the University of Huddersfield, the lead institution, which has also provided funding to enable the simultaneous implementation of the project in the UK alongside our overseas partners. As someone who's worked in the field for many years, 16 in fact, I would very much like to pay a special tribute to the country directors and the people from the field who made it all happen, as we heard during the conference, in a very impressive way. There is, of course, the Makerere University of Uganda, where the team is led by Eric Ochin. There is the UTech in Jamaica, where the team is led by Christine Frey, Dr. Christine Frey. There is the ISDI School of Design and Innovation, and later IGEDIS Consulting, Mumbai, India, where the team is led by both Pratana Patil and Banu Varma. And finally, there is the country director for the UK, Jill Kirkman. Although I get excited in the field and by the field, I would most certainly not forget the project principal investigators, principally the famous Professor Adele Jones, and currently Dr. Nadia Wager, who will no doubt be famous very soon too. They're held by many, including Ross yourself, Ross Cumming, the very effective director of operations, Vicky Hart, center manager, as well as Nick Travis, communication and administration officer. I also believe it's important to mention the finance support received from Jennifer Ball and Deborah Fitton. We certainly also need to thank the work package leads, Dr. Tim Gomersall, Dr. Graham Gibbs, Professor Sung Woo, Catherine Sharad, Professor Dan Vodishek, Dr. Priti Chopra, Dr. Agata Dibowska, Dr. Anna Powell, Ross Common again, and Dr. Dominic Wilmot. We have our games development team led formerly by Helen Smiles and now by Craig Gibbs, along with Hayley Royston, game designer, Adam Cowell, programmer, Alexis Sarmiento and Natasha Robinson, game artwork and animation. We have the media consultants to thank, Ryan Green and Senator Eddy, who have worked tirelessly with the media gathering teams, who have sometimes been members of the research teams and sometimes themselves student volunteers to generate public engagement material throughout the lifetime of the project. And then we have our international advisory group, comprising members from across the globe. And you can check them out, or check us out on the Ni3 website if you like. We also have all the visiting professors, Dr. Matt DeLisi, Professor Melanie Barwick, Professor Stephen Jacobson, and Professor Paul Miller, who are all very clever, with the exception of the last visiting professor, that's myself. There are several external stakeholders which you can check out on the Ni3 website under Global Supporters, and I would suggest you do that one time. Finally, we must pay tribute to the UK partner institutions, including Sung Woo from Nottingham Trent University, Priti Chopra, Greenwich University, Agata Dubovska again from University of Sheffield, and Dom Wilmot again from Manchester Metropolitan University. I think that a project that has so many people and institutions to thank when it holds an inaugural conference is obviously part of a huge network. And I believe that both the network and the finance and the results will continue to grow. I'm convinced of it. This will be further helped along if we all disseminate the results of the conference and the project once we go home after this splendid conference. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you so much, Mikael. It was really hugely appreciated. And you're far too modest. You yourself are very clever indeed, and we wouldn't be where we are without your support throughout. You've been such a supportive member of our international advisory group. I know we've all really appreciated it, and I would just echo on everybody's behalf your thanks to all of those involved in our work. It's been a truly collaborative team effort, and obviously there are lots of individuals who there hasn't been time to name today, but just know that we are eternally grateful for everybody's contribution to this huge team effort, as I say.